I can do this stuff right. Um, and I should probably set up my paint stuff because we are going to be painting today. I started a little well, I'm using it as a mouse pad right now, but I started it last night. I just kind of put some yellow down and was having fun with it. I very much enjoy just throwing paint down. It's very calming to me. All right. Oh, good. Okay. I am broadcasting. I know that. So that is good. And I'm sorry if I randomly bust out into different accents. I'm weird. It's a thing. Get over it. All right, let's start this. All right. So like I said yesterday, I started this piece. It is I don't know if you can, it might be a little, okay, that might be a better angle. All right. So I started with yellow, and then as you can see, I kind of did a dark outline of a treble clef. Hey, what's up, guys? What's up, Caser Pineapple? What's up, Helen T? In the house. Yeah, I don't know why I do accents. It's like there's this thing that Kristen Bell, she does it too, where what did I say? Did I say a bass clef? I meant to say treble clef. It's definitely a treble clef. It's like you just hear something and it just sounds really good and you have to mimic it. You have to say it over and over. I don't know why. It's just and that's what happened to me with Mocha I don't know why I love it so much, but Mocha 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 I don't know why. Sperm whales. It's funny. I love it. All right, let's get into this painting. So I'm actually going to do a thing I should have done before this and tilt this back and down so that you guys can actually see what I'm painting. I am eventually going to set up another camera tripod thingy here. I just haven't got around to it yet. And it'll be just on the painting. So here's the thing. My D&D character, her name is Lady Flux, and she is a bard. Sometimes she talks with an accent. I mean, she's a bard, she's a character, so sometimes she goes British or, Scottish, all of that good stuff. But I don't know why I'm reaching it's habit. I got wireless stuff so that I can not have to reach over my painting. All right, so here we go. Let me back this up ever so slightly. All right, move this out of the way. Boop. Boop. You guys can see my keyboard, but whatever. All right, so like I said, I'm going to be, and it's all right that you can't see my face. I don't mind. I talk with my hands a lot anyways. I am a very expressive person. I'm a Leo, if that really means anything to you guys. I'm dramatic. All right. So, like I said, bass clef, or oh my goodness, treble clef. And while I am going to be, see, Alan, I don't know if I can do the Scottish very well. I have to hear it first. Oh right, oh right. We got to get into it. I think it's more. See, I have to hear it first before I can get into it. Leos. All right. So, like I said, when I paint, I just kind of throw it on the canvas. I don't really have a plan most of the time. This is more of a therapy for me. I do have a lot of the anxieties and, that good stuff. But this just it just really brings me a sort of peace, and they turn out looking cool most of the time. Or it's not really okay, see, no. Yeah, it's not so bad. I have a really good ear for mimicking, I guess. So when I hear an accent, it only takes me a few minutes before I can really get into it. Um, so that's pretty cool. I have a really good ear for things like that. I taught myself a lot of songs like that on the piano because I really liked the piano. And so I decided my favorite song was teaching myself to play Welcome to the Black Parade by My Chemical Romance. It was, oh, that song to this day is still one of the most epic anthems of my generation. See, and this is the thing. Yeah. It's helped a lot with PTSD, and it gets you to focus your thoughts on kind of just one area. And it does really, I think you paint a lot of what you're feeling or what your mood is, which, like I said, I think it's color based. Um, but I like it a lot. It's very fun. But oh, hey, what's up? But yes, so right now I'm just putting red down because see, I promise I will get a better camera and a better angle. Um right now I just like I said it's something I've wanted to do for a while, but something I've never really had, I don't know, the motivation to get up and do. I've painted for a very long time, but it's just something that I've always done for myself. I enjoy it more than a lot of things. I play a lot of video games. I enjoy the hell out of that. Um, but I'd say painting is definitely my favorite hobby. But I like I said, I don't really have a plan for this one. I really like the Van Gogh style of painting where it's just kind of like flowy and circular and mm, kind of mashy. Yes, the colors they're not like super blended. There's probably a much better way to say that than mashy, but I that's not me. I'm not that high class. They're just mashy. But now I'm throwing in some orange. I don't really say it that way. That's how Mrs. Flux says it. Orange. You want an orange? No, I want an orange. She loves me. She loves me. Um, but this is definitely going to be a blend of yellows, oranges, reds, a hotter, more, hot tones and stuff like that. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely check them out because I do the Scottish accent is actually one of my more I love it so much. It's kind of harsh at times, but it's just oh, I love it. I love it. It's great. I also love the Australian accent. It's fun when you can't understand them half the time. Also Irish. I used to play video games a lot, and I ran with a crew, and we had an Irish dude. And oh my goodness, when he'd get like going, oh, you couldn't understand a single word he said. It was horribly funny. But oh, what's up, Jane? It's good to see you here. Thanks for stopping in. Again, I don't know why I keep reaching. I have a mouse right here that I can just scroll up and down. I gotta get better. But it's my first time, guys. You gotta take it easy on me. All right? Just, give me a little, you gotta give me a little lube on this one. It's my first time. Yeah, anyways. So, like I said, just hot colors today. I don't know. It is actually a very warm day out. I think it's in the 70s and it's raining, which is kind of weird because it's been cooler lately. And when I say colder or cooler, I mean like 50s and 40s, and it's been terrible and I absolutely hate it. There was actually this one time in main camp. No, I'm going to tell you guys this story. This one time when I was stationed down in Texas, uh, Mrs. Flux and I, and then a friend of ours, went out to a bar. It's an awesome bar. Loved that bar. We went there all the time. And I mean, it's fun to mess with people. I'm sorry. It just is, especially as a female that's not attracted to males. There was this gentleman, and by gentleman, I mean this young, stupid dude who kept coming up to our table and trying to hit on me while Mrs. Flux was sitting right there. And you know what she did? Absolutely nothing. She did nothing. She laughed at me. Well, needless to say, I was kind of super drunk. And I was talking in a British accent. And I told him this huge story about how I was from. I don't even know where I said I was from. I was from. I don't know. Regardless, I was from somewhere. And I was studying abroad. And he thought it was so cool. And I will say this, I've done British accents many a time when I've been drunk. And you want to know the first thing every dude says to you when you have a British accent? Oh, I love Harry Potter. My guy, really? You meet this chick from the UK at a bar, and the first thing you just say is, oh, I love Harry Potter. Like, that's your go to? Anyways, so that's obviously what this dude, his first go to was, oh, I love Harry Potter. I think it was so cool. Like, you know, uh, Britain, and I want to say he was just really not smart. I'm just going to leave it at that. Um, and he kept coming back and sitting at the table and kept talking to me, and my friend, I thought, and my supposed best friend, spouse, wife, supporter is just sitting there laughing at me. She's laughing now because she can hear me talking. And she's laughing again at the story. Well, anyways, so after a while, he asks me to dance with him. And me being super drunk, I directly stare dagger eyes over to Mrs. Flux. And Mrs. Flux looks at him and goes, "She would love to dance." So I am wasted and now trying to stumble with this dude over to, it was a country bar. So, there's a big old dance floor and everybody's two-stepping. Oh my goodness, it was terrible. I kept tripping over my feet. I was very incredibly not coordinated at the time. And then he was like, "Oh, I was like, okay, bye. I got to get back to my friends. I don't, bye." And he goes, "Oh, can I have your number? Blah, 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 blah." And this was back in the day when people didn't immediately text you or call you to make sure that you were giving them the right phone number. And so thankfully, I don't know what phone number I put in. I just put in some random, like, any number, any whatever. Cool. And he's like, "Cool, can I call you tomorrow? Blah, blah, blah." And I was like, "Yeah, whatever. Okay, bye." It took so long to get rid of that stupid dude who could not take a hint. But anyways, to this day, she still laughs. And I'm like, you couldn't have, like, supported your boo thing just a little bit? No. No. That would be too, I don't know. It would be too funny or not funny. Anyways. See, I couldn't remember the rejection hotline at the time. It was one of those things where this was back in 2012, I think, when this happened. So, like, the dating hotline wasn't so popular, I don't think, back then, or it had been big when I was in high school and it had died by that time. But that was rude. I found it to be very rude. And then as soon as he left, I was like, "Are you serious?" And my friend and Mrs. Flux just died laughing. They were just laughing. And I will say this, though, I did not break character even once. I remained, I believe my, everybody has a drunk alter ego. Everybody has a drunk name that they gave out or that they give out. Mine is Samantha, Sam, Sammy. It's a good name. That's my alter ego. So, everybody has their Sam, their Sammy that breaks out on, drunk nights and whatnot. And Sammy is British and she never breaks character at all. It's fun for me. Like I said, I'm a Leo. I like to be very dramatic. I like the theater. I like, don't call me extra. I'm not extra. I'm dramatic. Or theatrical. I'll take that too. All right, so as you guys can see, this is what it's currently looking like. I don't know if you can see because it's not really anything. It's just kind of a mess of yellows, oranges, and reds. Like I said, it's kind of looking flowy, like fire, and it kind of looks cool. So I just continue with what I got. And I don't know if I've mentioned this before. I probably have. If I end up repeating myself like 900 times, it's only because I've had, I think, 4 or 5 concussions. I'll probably repeat myself a lot. I don't know. I'm good. You'll just hear me say the same stories. Anyways, I don't like blending the colors on my tray. I like having the colors blend on my canvas. I just like the way they naturally flow. It's kind of more of a natural look, I think. Um, I don't know. I'm not a professional. I call myself a paintist because I'm not sure I would really be a painter because they're professionals and I do this, like I said, as a therapy, and I would like to be professional one day, but I am far from at the moment. I am just putting paint on a canvas in a pleasing way, which I guess is what all art is when you think of it. Me? Any caffeine intake? Yes, actually. I've had plenty. I have a lot. I drink way too much caffeine. I'm sorry if I'm just jumping in the chat, but I'm kind of just mumbling as I go and put paint on the thing. It's very much, I think, turning into a fuego piece. We're going to get that fuego up in here. I'm not bilingual. I know a little bit of a lot of languages. It's like just the bare minimum in every, well, not every language, but a lot. I've traveled a lot. For those of you who don't know, I was in the service. I was a former soldier in the US Army. I traveled a lot. I had a, I guess you would say, more of a blessed career in the sense of I got to travel a shit ton all over Europe, Asia. Not to, that's one thing Legal Vices and I have in common is, I was stationed in Korea for a while. But I lost my train of thought. That also happens sometimes. Oh, anyways, I've traveled a lot. Um, I've been I've been to Mexico. I've never been to Canada. I really want to go to Canada because I mean, it's Canada. I'd love to go there. It would be fun. But I've been a lot of places and I've traveled a lot and yeah, I don't remember where I was going with that story. Like I said, I lost my train of thought. It happens. But we keep on going. All right. So I don't know how many of you guys watched Farron's Datamax last night. That was super fun for me. I know I was pretty quiet. It's something I'll probably have to get over. I'm very much, uh, don't talk over people, speak when you're spoken to, don't just jump in. And like I said, I think I have to get over that because that's 90% of what that panel, is and stuff. Is just jumping on in with your opinion and all that good stuff, which I am definitely down for. I just got to get more of that push, I guess, because I ended up being a little bit quiet last night unintentionally, which it's not that I do feel like I had a little bit to contribute, but they were mostly like talking about single ladies, which I am not, and what men want, which I have no idea. But it was great fun last night. I had a blast, and I'm so thankful to Farron for letting me join her and being so amazing. And I love her so much. She's hilarious. Um, I'm gonna read some of these. Go up and see what you guys are talking about for a second. Oh, I love seeing all of you guys here. You guys are so amazing. Thank you so much. I'm really having fun hanging out. Um, yeah, I'm enjoying hanging out. It was very awesome being able to meet the Pope. Although, like I said, I should have jumped up and, said, I really have been wanting to tell him for the longest time, I am real. I am real. Nick, Mr. Ricada, because I have a probably undeserved amount of respect for you. No, I'm just kidding. I do respect you an awful lot, Mr. Ricada, just as a lawyer, as a human, as a father. You know, you got it. You're a good dude. But I'm real, okay? I'm real. I'm not, I'm the L word. And you said I'm not real, but I am. Sorry, I also am very weird. But anybody who says they're not weird is a psychopath, and you got to get away from them as fast as you can. Because those are the ones that are lying to themselves. Oh no, I'm not weird. I'm normal. Doubt it. I doubt it. But it's definitely it was fun. But if you want to hear, I think more of, what they were talking about last night, there's a difference between dating and courting. And I think today people are dating and nobody's courting. The difference, people date to date, get to know each other, whatever. But courting is more on the level of like getting to know someone because you intend to marry that person. And I think the art of courting has been lost and is terrible for being lost because it really is the intention of getting to know your future spouse instead of, hey, I'm going to date this person because, maybe I'll marry them. It's I'm going to I'm courting this person because I intend to marry them. I need to know, everything they need to, you're not going out courting multiple people. You're courting a person. I have a really old-fashioned way of thinking. Um, I am a walking contradiction, but I do believe in the whole courting thing. I think that's a very cute and good idea. And the idea of just kind of dating to date. I understand wanting companionship and all that. And to each their own. I'm not judging nobody. But Mrs. Flux and I actually we were roommates. I know it's kind of, weird. We did things kind of backwards in the sense of we lived together first, you know, and then we started dating. Um, we were roommates in, the barracks, and essentially, we shared a kitchen and a bathroom, but each had our own, like, rooms, kind of. That's how the military barracks are. And she did not like me. She had just, finally got her little, apartment space to herself. She's like not having a roommate. Like, oh, this is nice. I get my own space for a little while. Nope. In comes this new girl who, you know, she doesn't know who this new girl is. Is she going to ruin her time? Is she going to be uh like uppity? Is she going to be a bitch? Like what? And ooh, if looks could kill, that first day I met Mrs. Flux, she would have killed me with that first glare just. And I was like, she's going to kill me. Thankfully, we got to talking and we became best friends. And then one thing led to another. Here we are 9 years later. You know, still kicking it together like a old married biddies or whatever. But yep. I really need to find a better way to do this whole chat thing because, like I said, I can't read. Hey guys. Sorry, I'm just catching up on some of the chats. But yeah, so life works in weird ways, But anyways, so we did things kind of, I guess, back, like unwittingly backwards, where, you know, we both smoked. So it was anytime we were chill, like, on a weekend or whatever, it's, hey, I'm going out to smoke a cigarette. You want to come smoke a cigarette? And I was like, yeah, we'd just go out and smoke. And then, like, one thing led to another. And that's how, I don't know. We were lucky in the sense of we didn't have to do the whole dating app thing. I would die if I had to date like on these apps. You gotta like, I like meeting people the natural way. Again, I'm not judging anybody, but I think meeting people the natural way is is it's what worked for me. It's what worked for me. It won't work for everybody, but it worked for me. Oh, I just put my arm in my painting, y'all. Like, this is why I can't multitask. But it's weird because I can multitask all the time. Anyways. But I haven't cleaned my brush once. If you've noticed, I've been painting for about 30 minutes or so, probably. And I have not cleaned my brush once. I love the way it just blends together by itself. If you look right now, it does start to look kind of like flames. You guys have to excuse the lighting. I didn't think people would actually be here. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not trying to down myself, but I didn't think people would be here. Um, but yeah, I will definitely get better lighting but right now it's just looking like a nice mess of orange, yellow, and red. And it's, for me, I love it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Oh, I sing a lot too. It's hey Vicky T. I don't like, I should not sing. I should not sing at all. Let me be very clear. I should not sing. However, see you later. See you later, Kaiser. You have a good one. Um, but it's one of those things. I think it's maybe beauty is in the eye of the beholder. That's all art is. And one thing I very much, oh my goodness. I end up with paint all over me a whole heck of a lot. But this is definitely something pretty that obviously I had no intention of starting this way, but this is how it goes. And this is why I love painting so much, because it's like, oh, ayo, didn't know that was going to happen. It's the only surprise that I like. Painting surprises. I don't like actual surprises. They're horrifying. Nobody should. I mean, I understand like the whole surprise party thing, but I would just like, no surprise. No surprise. We got to plan for this stuff. I am a planner. I mostly plan everything except for my paintings. Yeah. See, 100%. Uh, I'm a singer, so no murdering songs, please. Yeah, I absolutely 100% uh, unwillingly murder songs. That's why I sing in the shower. I sing in the shower and I sing to myself because go away. Mrs. Flux is giving me some tood saying, "Oh, only in the shower?" No, I sing all over the house. But um I have a really good voice for harmonizing. I can harmonize with you. Like I said, I have a very good ear for it. However, put me in the background with the choir. Do not put me up front. That's yeah. We're not going to do that. Um but as I said, I do love to sing, and if I accidentally sing, I apologize for the destruction of your eardrums and or the song. But I am very musically interested. Oh, hell yeah. I'm down for karaoke. Sing my wee little heart out. Maybe that was more Irish. I've got to sing my wee little heart out. Um, or sing to my wee heart's content. Aye. Um, I I see, if my life could be a musical, I would sing everywhere. Do I have a Discord? No, I barely have a YouTube channel. I just got this set up this week. I mean, I'm going to have to agree with Legal Vices on this one. I go into Discord and I get overwhelmed and then I close the app. I'm in Meme Copium's Discord. He he's I love Meme Copium. You guys need to go subscribe to it. I mean, everybody that is subscribed here, I can guarantee is probably already subscribed to Meme Copium, but if you haven't, he's hilarious. And he's Australian, which is awesome because Australians are really cool. I forgot why I brought that up. Oh, Discord. Right. Thanks, chat. You guys are the best. Um so Discord, no, and he's got like for his members Discord, he has literally I think it's like 500 pages maybe. Well, anyways, it's not that many. I'm being dramatic. He's got a lot of like Discord pages within the channel, and I'm not really sure. Like, look you up on Discord. Okay, okay. I'll try and make a little members chat or Flux chat because I feel like I love talking with all of you guys, and we end up a lot of us follow the same creators. Jeff, Farron, Hayden, um, and I love discussing. Obviously what they're talking about, and it's like sometimes when they're not um, when they're not broadcasting, it's like, well, I still want to hang out with the people. Like, I still want to. Dropped it. Oops. Wait, what am I showing? Oh, yeah. Yep. Again, I really got to make the screen bigger or the chat bigger. I swear, I'm probably old as you guys are making fun of me because I'm so old, but I'm not. But I am. But I'm not. Hey, hey. Everybody in the chat saying, hey, hey, ho. Um, but yeah, like when they're not broadcasting, sometimes I'm like, hey, I'd still love to like chat with these people about like maybe this issue or something. And I can't find half of you on Twitter. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, you guys should find me on Twitter. It's hashtag or it's flux underscore R. Kelly. And that is a backstory that I will keep to myself for a while. And maybe, I don't know, maybe one day I'll tell you guys what the R. Kelly's there for. But this is not that day. So you guys can follow me on Twitter at flux underscore R. Kelly. And no, it has nothing to do with that R. Kelly. But, yeah, I really should put my description box and I should really get all that set up. Tell us at 5K subs. Oh, that's the wrong one. At why R. Kelly, the R. Kelly story. You want to hear the R. Kelly? It's okay. Deal. At 5,000 subs, I will tell you guys the R. Kelly story. I think you guys might be disappointed, but maybe not. Who knows? Life is full of mysteries. So, yes, at 5,000 subs, I will tell you why R. Kelly is at the name or at the end of my Twitter handle. Do you guys want to hear a basic training story? I don't know how many of you people, you people, I don't know how many of you people, I don't know how many of you in the chat have served or served in the army, but it is very, at least when I went through basic training, they could still make fun of you and all of that. And it was definitely, looking back, it was a fun time. It was really fun. Looking back, during, it was an experience. It was an experience. All right. All right. Okay. I'll tell a basic training story. All right. So I went to basic training in 2011 in June, and I was in Missouri. I was in misery, literally and metaphorically, Missouri. And for those of you who don't know, Missouri in June, July, and August, it's just no, no, no. It's hot and it's humid. And there's like tornado warnings and stuff. And that's like tornado warn, like I've never seen a tornado. Oh, you lived there for 5 years, so you know what I'm talking. Yes. Oh, wait, did I click the right one? Yeah, that is right. Misery, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, so for my basic training, anyways, um, at the time, I was I was about 5'9", believe it or not, in the uh like 10 9 years I was in the service. Oh my goodness, Willow's gonna start clacking. Go lay down. Thank you. um I was about 5'9". I have literally lost probably like an inch and a half or 2 inches just from spine compression and whatnot, but that's another story. Anyways, I'm about 5'8", tall 5'8". At least that's what is on my license, and that's what they have me measured as. I also had my hair dyed platinum blonde. Some might even say Barbie blonde. So, me being from Southern California, the OC no less. That's where I grew up, born and raised, the OC. You know, tall, thin, blonde, Barbie girl. My recruiters, the guys at the recruiting station, they thought it would be absolutely hilarious to send a letter addressed to Private Barbie. For those of you who don't know, that is terrible. That is horrible being called out like that in basic training. I was so good. Like the first, I think, 3 weeks, get out the photos of being blonde. I'll have to figure that out. I don't know how to do that. I'm not sure I know how. What does that do? Oh, I could show slides. Oh. Well, look at this. Let's do this together. Let's see, but see, I don't really use this. I need to put some pictures on this computer. Bear with me. Bear with me, chat. We're going to see if we can find any pictures on this computer. And if not, then I promise you next stream, I will have a picture from basic training. All right. Yeah. No, I don't have anything right here. But so as this is probably like the third weekend, my maiden name was very hard to pronounce for people. Oh yeah, no. I have these are just basic training, like military photos. It's not like anything it's not like anything confidential or anything. Well, anyways, my maiden name was very hard to pronounce. It wasn't, but people looked at it and I guess it looked just weird. So people had a hard time pronouncing it. Therefore, I mostly got left alone because the drill sergeants either didn't bother like to pronounce my name right really, or they just didn't call on me, whatever. I was flying under the radar. It was amazing. Well, turns out when you get called out as Private Barbie, you no longer fly under the radar. It was absolutely horrifying. We're all sitting there, mail call, right? Mail call, the entire platoon gets together in the barracks. For this one, we were all sitting in front of the drill sergeant table. And for these particular pieces of mail, we had to give sit-ups, like 20 sit-ups per piece of mail that you got. So he's going through the mail and then he comes across this letter and he just kind of stops and shakes his head and says, "Now, who in here is known as Private Barbie?" And everybody just starts giggling, and I'm giggling and looking around like, oh my god, someone's about to be screwed, like laughing, looking around. Well, as I'm laughing and looking around, I notice that everybody is looking at me and kind of giggling at me, and I immediately shoot my eyes up to the drill sergeant, and he goes, "Private, come get your letter." And I was like, what? No, no. He's like, "Come get your letter." Oh man, I think 40 sit-ups for that piece of mail. And then it was just a few days after that, I got called out for something. He goes, "Private Barbie, get over here." I'm like, "Yes, drill sergeant." And he says, "Private Barbie, whenever I shout, 'Hit it, Private Barbie,' you put your hands in the air and you yell, 'I'm a Barbie girl living in an army world, drill sergeant.'" Drill sergeant, what was that? I said you're going to put your hands in the air. You're going to sparkle your fingers. And you're going to say, "I am a Barbie girl living in an army world, drill sergeant." They do this they have their reasons. They break you down to build you up, to make you stronger. And so I'm standing there and I say, "Yes, drill sergeant." And he walks off and does his thing. Well, I wasn't the only one with a motto. Private Steele had a motto. I think his name was Connor, Private Connor. There were a few different ones. Um, but it didn't matter where I was, didn't matter what I was doing. The drill sergeant, he would go, "Hey, Private Barbie, hit it!" And I go, "I'm a Barbie girl living in an army world, drill sergeant." And then, yep, that was my life for 10 weeks. Private Barbie. Mm. It would be terrible too. Like they'd call you out in the middle of the night. They'd call you out in the middle of a storm, in the middle of a ruck march, like just in the middle of chow line. Oh man. And I mean that can be a story for a different time because unfortunately, yes, that did happen. It mm, it was just Private Bone Steel. Uh, I can't remember his first name, but he was just a solid dude. I remember, "Hey, what's up? What's going on?" Um, he was just a solid dude, and his was, "I'm here to kick rocks and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of bubble gum," or something to that extent. "Ah, you're from Pasadena. Alright, alright. You know, what is it, Radio Hill? Is that what it was called?" We had to run up that all the time. My recruiting station was in Lakewood. You know where that's at. You know Lakewood. Lakewood. Um, Signal Hill. Maybe that's what it is. You have to tell me if that's what it is. Um, but yeah, no, he Steele had one. He was a cool dude. But I mean, at one point, yes, the song was sung. It was it was it was fun, we'll say the least. See you, Jane. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Love you, girl. Thanks. But did anything happen to you? Really? Really, Vicky? That's how it's gonna be? Really? But did anything happen to you? I was emotionally scarred. No, I was stronger. And now I don't give a F. Uh, I don't give a F what people think, and it's made me stronger. You know, girl, that's the only post in misery, I think. Fort Lost in the Woods, that's what we call it. It's Fort Lost in the Woods. Is that Jeff's painting? No, this is one I actually just started today for you guys to paint on stream, although I kind of stopped to give story time a little bit. And this is not at all like the name of the show. I was going to talk about like stupid stuff that cuz I'm one of those people where it's like I I am married to a lady, but I also hate or I strongly dislike a lot of the alphabet community because they are way, way over the top. Way over the top. I'm a Leo and I can be extra, but like time and place, people. Yeah, yeah. The alphabet community is too much. It's too much sometimes. But anyways, um did I see wait, supernatural? Did I see anything supernatural at Leonardwood? I don't think so. Um what up, Darth Hideous in the house? What is up, my dude? How's it going? I'm glad you said it. Flux. Said what? I don't remember. Oh, the gay thing. Yeah. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Yeah, it's for those of us who are normal and our sexuality isn't our whole entire life, it's like you give love a bad name. Or at least that's what I think of when I think about the alphabet people. It's ugh, good to see this whole squad. Yes, we all chillin'. What's up? Kaser's back. But no, I will say this, I have never I don't wanna say never. I have not ever witnessed anything supernatural. Um, the whole, people seeing ghosts, nope. Um, I believe I grew up with a Christian background, and I believe in the whole angel and spirit world. I believe that, like, demons exist and stuff, but I would just call them demons and angels. I wouldn't call them, like, ghosts and, you know, that kinda stuff. Um, and since I do consider myself Christian, I try and follow, uh Christ's teachings and love and acceptance and all of that. Um, and because I do have my beliefs, I also believe that that keeps the bad stuff away from me. And so, fortunately, I have never experienced any type of paranormal or like activity like that, which has been kind of nice. You got stories and some see, and that's what everybody says, and I will say this. Hold on, I wanna read this. What does this say? See? That's what I'm talking about, Darth Hideous. That's what I'm talking about. Where it's like, yeah, my dude, you get it. But so and here's the thing. Mrs. Flux has not really been a spirit, like, she's not, Christian background like I am or whatever, and she's seen a lot of stuff, and she's, seen ghosts and whatnot. And we had this conversation actually recently. I'm like, since we've been together, have you seen anything? Like, has anything creepy happened? Have you done anything like that? And she's like, no. And I'm like, hmm, that's interesting. I'm not saying, like, because I have this protection, she is, like, also covered because, like, my household is covered. Um, but she hasn't since she's been with me, and so I'm gonna sit here and say it. I think I just, because of my beliefs and whatnot, I have a protection, which, light, there darkness cannot exist in light. Uh, didn't mean to go all, like, preachy and biblical, but I think that's why I haven't really had any experience in the whole paranormal, world. It's, I don't know. I haven't experienced anything creepy, and I haven't had anything convince me, um, of, like, ghosts. And I know this is a hot topic, and I'm sorry, but I haven't seen anything to prove aliens exist either. There, I said it. I'm not an alien denier. I want aliens to be real. I think that would be so cool. I just don't think the evidence is there. I think there's explanations for things. but I don't really I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't think the evidence is there for aliens. I think people can just be smart, and through modern technology we've actually become a lot more stupid. Um it's yeah, it's one of those things where I believe probably back in the day we did have a lot of ways to, you know, make the periods, but with modern technology, we were like, no, it was impossible. We've lost the ability to think outside the box, maybe. Um, I don't know. I think humans are extremely inventive, and back in the day, I think it was probably, the same thing. They were probably super inventive, and then just through modern technology, we've become super dumb. You know, I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking out my butt. Had to wet my whistle. I'm so glad you guys are still hanging out with me. I appreciate it. We lost the technology for good roads. Yeah, absolutely. Like cobble roads and stuff are like, okay, I was put on rotation. We're going to call it rotation. That's just what we'll call it. I was put on rotation to Poland in 2017. Uh, yeah, 2017. Deployed, um, put on rotation to Europe. And through Europe, I was able, through that rotation deployment, I actually was able to travel through like 8 different European countries, which was kind of like super really cool. Got to see so many historic things. And it's like there was this one location in Poland where, we were set up for a little while. And right outside this post, it was this really, really old cobbled road. And this cobbled road ran through like the whole town. And, they were like, yeah, this road is hundreds of years old. Granted, it wasn't, the best, most smooth, and most flat road, but like it was a good working road that I can personally vouch being like a whole lot better than some of the roads here that are like, supposed to be really well done. Thanks, Steph. I appreciate that. So far, this is how it's looking. I'll give you guys. So, this way, or this way, or this way. Still working on it. Kind of looks like face. I'm an abstract painter. I wasn't sure. Why weren't you invited? Wait, what are you guys talking about? I don't know. I'm trying to catch up because I started painting again and then I lost the chat. Oh, yeah, when they could cure concrete underwater and stuff. Why weren't you invited to what? Was I invited? Oh, it's my pleasure. I just gave my whole body and my brain to this country. It's all right. Now, it was honestly my pleasure to serve. Um, I very much have, ever since I was a little kid, I was always like, oh, I want to be in the army. I want to be a soldier, but never had like anything too serious about it. And I've just always wanted to be that person that protects people. That's just I want to protect people. That's what I like doing. And I wanted to protect this country for, my niece and my nephew, to grow up in and to, you know, have a good life and not worry about, you know, anything bad. However, the past couple of years, the military had gotten so, I don't know, crazy. I got out actually in February of 2020, which was just in the nick of time if you ask certain people. You can get banned from Discord. Good old days. But such is life. Oh, thanks. Yeah, no, I mean, even now, I'm I'm very much I would love to rejoin the military, but the military isn't here to protect the people of this country anymore. The military is now I mean, it probably hasn't been for a while, but it's just gotten so much worse. Like, I would much rather, like, I'd much rather just be in a militia. Like, a militia you can protect, if the time comes. You can protect the country and the people you love, but you're not sworn to the commander in chief. You're, you're sworn to the country, the flag, and that's my whole thing is like in the army, in the service, you don't swear to, you know, I mean, I think you do swear to uphold the commander in chief crap, but like you're there to uphold the Constitution, to defend and protect the Constitution and like the people of this country. Yes, the military is here to take your freedom, not to protect. I've come to be very weary of, you know, the past couple years. It's like, especially with, I don't know. It's depressing to see the military has gone over the past couple years, with the whole woke crap and stress cars. It's like, bro, you signed up for the army. You're going into war. What do you think it's going to be, sunshine and rainbows? It's war. You have got to be like, you go through basic training. They stress you out on purpose. They like break you down and make fun of you on purpose. They made me say that stupid Barbie crap on purpose to break me down so that I could be stronger, to be put through those stressful situations so that when the time comes and we are going to war, those stressful situations won't hit us as hard because we've been hardened to that, We've been hardened to certain things because that's our job. Our job is to lay down our fears, our worries and concerns, and to pick up our weapons and defend the ones behind us. Like, that is a stressful job. I'm not gonna lie. And to be in basic training and pull a stress card and be like, oh, you're stressing me out. You're being mean to me. What do you think the enemy is gonna do to you? They're gonna sit back and be like, oh, I'm, shoving nails or like pins under your nails and torture you, but let me, honor your stress card and all that bull crap. Ugh. Don't get me on my soapbox. Too late. I'm already there. Military is, oh, I can't say it because it's not been 2 hours. It's full of little tiny cats. Little tiny cats. I digress. Let's get back to painting. Hey guys, I also want all of you to know that 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. There we go. Educational content. Boom! Sorry if that was loud. But this is pretty much what I do. As I paint, I just keep putting more and more paint until I eventually, I don't know, until I eventually look at it and find it to just no more paint. Which every once in a while I do have a too much gene. And it's like, oh, too much, too much. But I've gotten a lot better with that. And speaking of a too much gene, hell, I'll be the new Bob Ross. Oh, yeah. Boom. But I need to dust this dude off. This is actually my Bob Ross pop doll. It's my Bob Ross Deadpool as Bob Ross. He's my inspiration. He's my little inspiration to paint. But speaking from a too much gene, and as a person who is here on the internet, I just really want to say something and put it out into the ether in hopes of, I don't know, how many of you watched and or like viewed Jenna Marbles? Y'all remember Jenna? Jenna Marbles? The queen of YouTube. She was amazing. Wholesome content. Beautiful. Ah, thanks. Yeah, no, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a reporter. I'm not I'm not anything. I'm not anything. I'm a layperson in legal terms. I'm a layperson, and you know, I think what you guys, I mostly experience what you guys experience. I deal with what you guys deal with, and I'm not saying, the other ones aren't relatable. They absolutely are. They're amazing. But yeah, I'm not some, lawyer or reporter. I'm just a person that's fed up with the world and wants to express how terrible, you know, normal Americans. And I hope, you guys can relate, and I can say us, us normal Americans, us little peons that are just living our lives, and we're trying to just live a happy life and have a family and just exist here. Like, we're tired. We just want these politicians to stop. We want it all to stop. Like, today's society, the politicians and everything has put us little people at, such a disadvantage. It's brah. It's crazy. Oh, soon. Like, honestly, guys, I really wasn't sure I'd have a lot of people like hanging out. I love you guys for hanging out, and I'd love to hang out with you guys. And like I said, I'm a people person, but as long as I can meet you over the internet, and I don't want to leave my house because the outside world is scary. But I will come hang out with you on any stream any day. But I just like to stay in the safety of my house. um but On the way out, not on the way in of the like what? Anyways, um, but yeah, no, I Jenna Marbles. She was like the queen of YouTube. She had the most wholesome content. She had the best content. For 10, I don't know, 10, 11 years, literally, I was one of her biggest fans. I watched her videos every Wednesday slash Thursday, and like I feel like she was kind of one of the big influencers and kind of changed the whole like way we have relationships with internet personalities. You know, she really opened up kind of her life to everyone for the like I don't know. I feel like she was just one of the first YouTubers to kind of do that. And I hope I'm not alone when I say I miss her. I literally hung out with her over YouTube, you know, every Wednesday slash Thursday for like 10 years, 11 years. And it's like you have a friend, even though it's a one way relationship, you kind of like get invested. And then just one day it was gone. And I'm still sad about that. I just wanted to mention that because I was watching some of her old videos earlier. She was funny. She is funny. And Julian's still on YouTube, but we miss the queen. We miss the queen. Mm. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Ah, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Kids today, like their futures, kids being born today, like what is the financial state of this country going to look like in 20 years? That's what I'm curious about. That'll be interesting. Um, the financial state of this country in 20 years is probably actually going to be in the shitter. It's definitely. Sorry, I randomly stopped talking. Painting and whatnot. Yes, the collapse. I didn't know who Jenna Marble was till I found Adam, and I don't know what this means. Uh, Adam versus Eve. Oh, epic rap battles of history. Yes. Yep. 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 I remember. I remember. But yeah, no, the the whole collapse thing, man, it's all scary. And like us, us here right now, this little, you know, uh, regular Americans, the Americans that have 9 to 5 jobs, that get up, they go to work, they take care of their families. Um, we're the ones getting screwed. Are you the cool girl? Oh, are you the cool girl in the military? I'm the cool. I hope I'm cool. I'm the cool girl that was formerly in the military. I served from 2011 to 2020. Got out right in the nick of time. January 2020, actually. Sorry, I make weird faces when I read. Oh, thanks. So yeah, and it's like I just love hanging out with the chat. It's like you guys remember the old AOL chat rooms? Thank you. I will see you on the next one. And I don't know. I think I'm going to do these every Sunday. I'll probably do spontaneous ones throughout the week. But I kind of like this, like out with you guys on a Sunday afternoon, just kind of chilling. Um, it's a nice, relaxing thing to do on a Sunday afternoon. You don't have to get dressed up. You don't have to go too crazy. It's just like, hey, let's uh let's 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 hang out. Let's hang out, chat. We'll paint, talk about random stuff. I'm allowed to say a lot of the things that you guys want to say but can't as straight people. Like how stupid pride is and how terrifying it is to see all these people with these children there, and utterly terrifying. Mocha dick. Yeah. Sorry. Mocha dick. Male sperm whales. Educational content. That's all thanks to Ask a Mortician. It's been I can't. It's stuck in my head. I love it. Mocha dick. And that's educational because it's a male sperm whale. I don't know why I love it so much. It's an earworm for me. It's terrible. Don't make me say it. Although saying that'll make you guys say it. It's terrible. All right. Thanks for stopping by. Wow, that was really weird. I was like half choking. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I'm not sure how much longer I'm gonna stream. I was planning on doing like 2.5 hours. I know that's probably kind of a lot, but reasons. So I was planning on doing 2.5 hours. However, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. And I mean, we hung out for a good hour and a half. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Oh, I haven't done the whole like and subscribe thing. I'm supposed to do that. So do it. Okay. I think since this is my first stream, I'll probably end it soon only because, I don't want to overstay my welcome or any of that. Hold on, I saw something where it was like, let me cook for you, and I want that. Spooky spoon. Yes. I would never be opposed to some good I'm one of those people. Grift. I gotta grift. I do have to grift. I will try anything. If any type of food that you give to me, if you are preparing food for me that you have made, I will not reject it because I will not be rude, and refusing food is very rude in like every country. There are people who will pay to okay, hold on. We gotta talk about this for a second. Hold on. Let me find that. Where did it go? Hold on. Where did it go? Oh gosh, I feel like old people. I did see it. I don't know where it went. Whatever. I don't remember. But it said people will pay to watch me eat. I recently found out that people will pay to like watch you do a lot of stuff. Like sleep. People pay to watch people sleep. I mean, hey, I could be down for that grift. Uh, I'm not sure how Mrs. Flux would feel about all of that, but um, impose your own will. Oh, weirdos. Hey, no, this channel here is for the weirdos. Like, I mean, I'm a weirdo. This channel, we're for weirdos here. We love the weirdos. With moderation though, like there's not like the funny weird is good, the creepy weird is bad. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Be funny weird. Don't be creepy weird. But we always strive for 10 out of 10 weirdness. Again, funny weird, not creepy weird. Definitely as far as a art stream, I got a good base here, but I'm definitely not finished with it. My paintings, this size and this, I keep crossing my legs. I move my legs a lot. I don't know if I necessarily have like restless legs, but I like move my feet around a lot and my headphone cord keeps getting, I got to figure that out. But a canvas of this size, I can't remember what it is. It's probably like, I don't know, 12 by 8 maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure. But this is what we got to today. I don't know if we can. I'm trying to get it so that, hang on, stand by. Lay down, please. Lay down, please. All right. Sorry. All right. So I don't know if this is better to see. It's still, but it's kind of got, like I said, like a fiery flow to it. So, yes, I know you guys can hear the puppers, and we have hardwood floors, and I've got to get like a mat because she is my dog. I got her for my birthday 2014. So she's obviously, always laying next to me, always coming back to me. Does it? Yeah. I have paint all over my hands. It happens. Like this table, it was a wedding present from my father-in-law, which, I mean, at this point is 9 years old, and it's become my paint table, which is mostly in good shape, except for kind of has paint all over it, and all that good stuff. She's seriously like, come on. Sit down, please. Siéntese. She just looked at me and like walked off. How long have I been married? 9 years. September. This past September was 9 years. It's it seems like forever and no time at all at the same time. It's been she's my best friend. We've had our ups and downs. We've, we're just like any other couple, I guess. I mean, we're happy and we work through our issues. So we're unlike, you know, today's society in that when we have issues, we don't just, oh my God, I can't deal with you anymore. We go through the nitty and the gritty and, oh, thanks, guys. Thanks. We work through our issues. We don't just, when things get hard, you don't give up. You have to keep pushing. You have to, you made a vow. People like, do promises not mean anything? A vow doesn't mean anything? What? You just a piece of paper? Like, no, come on. You guys, like, vows mean something. I mean, at least to, me and mine. Um, Words mean stuff, making a promise means something. Honor is, a big thing. And, like, you keep your word and you don't just give it up because, uh, you don't just give it up because things get difficult. Did being in the service make you understand more than most? In regards to what? Like, in regards to each other? Oh, dang! 23 years, that is a long time. What? Oh, look at all these. Man, y'all need to come out and stand up and represent. There's more married people that are staying married. My father passed in 2020. It's something I'm not really over just yet, or, that'll be talked about probably at a later time. Anyways, my parents were married for 33 years, before they passed. And they were like a really good example for me and my siblings. And I'm three, I'm number two of four. And, all of us are still with our spouses. And, 4 out of 4 so far staying married. I think that's pretty neat. Like, that's a pretty good record. Um yeah, it was one of those things where cancer's a bitch. Yep. Um like I said, I'll get into that at a different time because it's a pretty crazy story. Well, I wouldn't say crazy, but it's a it's a quick story. I will say that it is a quick story. Never been married, never will. Why? Whenever we go on each other's show soon, um, you'll have to tell me. Never married, never will. That's totally cool. If that's your preference, like, uh, I understand people being hesitant, especially because it's like, why do you need to have this contract with the government to, like, prove that you're together? However, because I do work and know, like, the HR side of it. Oh, that's tough. Um, Legally, like, just because of how crazy laws are, you almost have to be married to protect your partner, protect your kids and all that. It's almost like, I don't know. It's stupid that the military has this much control over it. The military, it's pretty much a military government, whatever. Okay, I digress. But it is kind of, you know, people who love each other and decide to stay together, they shouldn't need a piece of paper to prove, like, that they're together and that, they have kids together. Because of the whole, like, when you, like, I don't know. I think it's the government overreach. Oh my God, I gotta get off my soapbox about the government before you know. All right, I'm gonna go eat dinner because I'm actually really hungry. Oh, I think we fell back. That's why I'm hungry. I'm like, it's not even 5 o'clock. We fell back. Happy fallback time, guys. It should be 5:45 right now, not 4:45. But um I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. Like this has been really fun and like this has been nice for me. I very much enjoy it. Like, subscribe, share, make people like this because it 5,000 subs. I'll tell you why. I have R. Kelly at the back of my name on Twitter, and I'll show my dead feet because I have, as the most recent medical professional, I have White Walker feet. Just kidding. Feet are gross. But yeah, I'll see you guys on the flip side. Come back next Sunday. Oh, no, Vicky. No, no. Don't apologize. This channel, we don't apologize for stuff. It's, you don't need to apologize. We good. We chillin'. Um we'll do more, hangout sessions. I'll paint more. Next time we'll finish this one. Like I said, a painting of this size normally takes me probably 2 to 3 hours before I feel like it's finished. So next time we'll finish this one. And be sure to look at I don't know how to show my stuff. Click the notification bell so that because I probably will decide to randomly go live. I don't do it for me. I don't tell you to click the button for me. I tell you to click it for you because if you want to hang out, I'm probably, like I said, doing the Sundays, but I'll probably go, I might do some random streams here and there, maybe like on a Thursday night or a Friday night or something. So yeah, be sure to put on the notifications, click that notification bell, like, subscribe, do all that stuff that makes you happy. Or not, you don't have to. I'm cool. Follow me on Twitter, flex_R Kelly. We'll hang out, we'll chat. I love you guys. You guys have a good one. I'll see you next time.